this is better.
Sure. In the front there, you're in the middle of all kinds of noise. Whenever you got a party, Mr. Lohman, you just tell me, and I'll put you back here. You know, there's a lot of people, they don't like it private, because when they go out, they like to see a lot of action around them, because they're sick and tired to stay in the house by themselves. But I know you. You ain't from Hackensack. You know what I mean?
So how's it coming, Stanley?
It's a dog's life. I only wish during the war they'd have took me in the army. I could have been dead by now.
My brother's back, Stanley.
Oh, he come back, huh? Far from the far west?
Yeah, big cattleman, my brother. So
Oh, your father, too.
Strudel's coming.
No, there's no... Geez, how'd you know?
I got a radar or something. Oh, Stanley.
I think that's for you, Mr. Lohman.
Look at that mouth. Oh, God, and the binoculars.
Geez, you got a life, Mr. Lohman.
Wait on her.
Like a menu, ma'am?
I'm expecting someone, but I'd like a...
Why don't you bring her, excuse me, miss. Do you mind? I sell champagne, and I'd like you to try my brand. Bring her champagne, Stanley.
That's awfully nice of you.
Don't mention it. It's all company money.
That's a charming product to be selling, isn't it?
Gets to be like everything else. Selling is selling, you know.
I suppose.
You don't happen to sell, do you?
No, I don't sell.
Would you object to a compliment from a stranger? You ought to be on a magazine cover.
I have been.
What'd I say before, Stanley? You see, she's a cover girl.
Oh, I could see.
What magazine?
Oh, a lot of them. Thank you.
You know what they say in France, don't you? Champagne is the drink of the complexion. Hi, Biff.
Sorry I'm late, kid.
I just got here. Miss?
Forsyth.
Miss Forsyth. This is my brother.
Is Dad here?
His name is Biff. You might have heard of him.
Really? What team?
Are you familiar with football?
No, I'm afraid I'm not.
Biff is quarterback with the New York Giants.
Well, that is nice, isn't it?
Good health.
I'm happy to meet you.
That's my name, Hap. It's really Harold. But at West Point, they called me Happy.
Oh, I see. How do you do?
Isn't Dad coming?
You won her?
Oh, I could never make that.
I remember the time that idea would never come into your head. Where's the old confidence, Biff?
I just saw Oliver.
Wait a minute. I've got to see the old confidence again. Do you want her? She's on call.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you, watch this.
Well, I am, but I can make a phone call.
Do that, will you, honey? And see if you can get a friend. We'll be here for a while. Biff is one of the greatest football players in the country.
Well, I'm certainly happy to meet you.
Come back soon.
I'll try.
Don't try it, honey. Try hard. A shame now. A beautiful girl like that. That's why I can't get married. There's not a good woman in 1,000. New York is loaded with them, kid.
Hap, look.
I told you she was on call.
Cut it out, will ya? I want to say something to you.
Did you see Oliver?
I saw him all right. Now look, I want to tell Dad a couple of things, and I want you to help me.
What? Is he going to back you?
Are you crazy? You're out of your goddamn head, you know that?
Why? What happened?
I did a terrible thing today, Hap. It's been the strangest day I ever went through. I'm all numb, I swear.
You mean he wouldn't see you?
Well, I waited 6 hours for him, see? All day, kept sending my name in. Even tried to date his secretary so she'd get me to him, but no soap.
Because you're not showing the old confidence, Biff. He remembered you, didn't he?
Finally, about 5 o'clock, he comes out. Didn't remember who I was or anything. I felt like such an idiot, Hap.
Did you tell him my Florida idea?
He walked away. I saw him for 1 minute. I got so mad I could have torn down the walls. How the hell did he ever get the idea I was a salesman there? I even believed myself that I'd been a salesman for him. And then he gave me one look, and I realized what a ridiculous lie my whole life has been. We've been talking in a dream for 15 years. I was a shipping clerk.
What'd you do?
Well, he left, see? And the secretary went out. I was all alone in the waiting room. I don't know what came over me, Hap. The next thing I know, I'm in his office. Paneled walls, everything. I can't explain it. I took his fountain pen.
Jeez, did he catch you?
I ran out. I ran down all 11 flights. I ran and ran and ran.
That was an awful dumb. What'd you do for that?
I don't know. I just wanted to take something. I don't know. You gotta help me, Hap. I'm gonna tell Pop.
You crazy? What for?
Hap, he's got to understand that I'm not the man somebody lends that kind of money to. He thinks I've been spiting him up all these years, and it's eating him up.
That's just it. You tell him something nice.
I can't.
Say you got a lunch date with Oliver tomorrow.
So what do I do tomorrow?
You leave the house tomorrow and come back at night and say Oliver is thinking it over. And he thinks it over for a couple of weeks and gradually it fades away and nobody's the worst.
But it'll go on forever.
Dad is never so happy as when he's looking forward to something. Hello, Scout.
Gee, I haven't been here in years.
Stanley.
Sit down, Pop. You want a drink?
Sure, I don't mind.
Let's get a load on.
You look worried.
No. Scotch all around, make it doubles.
Doubles, right.
You had a couple already, didn't you?
Just a couple, yeah.
Well, what happened, boy? Everything go all right?
Pal, I had an experience today.
Terrific, Pop.
That's so. What happened?
I'm going to tell you everything from first to last. It's been a strange day. I had to wait quite a while for him, and...
Oliver?
Yeah, Oliver, all day as a matter of cold fact, and a lot of instances, facts. Pop, facts about my life came back to me. Who was it, Pop? Whoever said I was a salesman with Oliver.
Well, you were.
No, Dad, I was a shipping clerk.
But you're practically...
Dad, I don't know who said it first, but I was never salesman for Bill Oliver.
What are you talking about?
Let's hold on to the facts tonight, Pop. We're not going to get anywhere bullying around. I was a shipping clerk.
All right, now listen to me.
Why don't you let me finish?
I'm not interested in stories about the past or any crap of that kind because the woods are burning, boys. You understand? There's a big blaze going on all around. I was fired today.
How could you be?
I was fired, and I'm looking for a little good news to tell your mother because the woman has waited and the woman has suffered. The gist of it is that I haven't got a story left in my head, Biff. So don't give me a lecture about facts and aspects. I'm not interested. Now, what do you got to say to me? Did you see Oliver?
Jesus, Dad.
You mean you didn't go up there?
Sure, he went up there.
I did. I saw him. How could they fire you?
What kind of welcome did he give you?
He won't even let you work on commission?
I was wondering if he'd remember you. Imagine, man doesn't see him for 10, 12 years and gives him that kind of welcome.
Damn right.
Pop, look.
You know why he remembered you, don't you? Because you impressed him in those days.
Let's talk quietly and get this down to the facts, huh?
Well, what happened? It's great news, Biff. Did he take you into his office? Or do you talk in the waiting room?
Well, he came in, see, and...
What'd he say? Betcha he threw his arm around ya.
Well, he kinda...
He's a fine man. Very hard man to see, you know?
I know.
Is that where you had the drinks?
Yeah, he gave me a couple of... No.
He told him my Florida idea.
Don't interrupt. How do you react to the Florida idea?
Dad, will you give me a minute to explain?
I've been waiting for you to explain since I sat down here. What happened? He took you into his office and what?
Well, I talked and he listened, see?
Famous for the way he listens, you know? What was his answer?
His answer was, Dad, you're not letting me tell you what I want to tell you.
You didn't see him, did you?
I did see him.
What, you insulted him or something? You insulted him, didn't you?
Listen, will you let me out of it? Will you just let me out of it?
You didn't see him, did you?
I did see him.
What, you insulted him or something? You insulted him, didn't you?
Listen, will you let me out of it? Will you just let me out of it?
What the hell?
Tell me what happened.
I can't talk to him.